up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. Today's very busy day. It's Monday. It's the last day before Dyno. So basically I need to get a wiggle on. I've lost some of today already because Sam left her glasses at home, so I had to take them into her at work. Also I had to stop off at Europart and get another fuel filter for the van because I think he needs doing. And I've got in here and it's like just gone 10. Yeah, literally just gone 10. So I'm only here for a couple of hours, but I've got a fair bit to get on with. So I have ordered one of those buttons for the one of the remote buttons for the tacho. So he's going to be coming and whatnot. I've got to dump all the oil out of this. I've got to swap the clutch out and get all that back together and hoof all the oil back in. Now I've got to unload all the van because there's stuff in there that you'll see in a minute. But basically I just need to get it all ready so I can just take it to Crispy tomorrow in the morning. I'm expected there about 9:30ish, something like that. So we'll just see what's what. I really wanted to double check and just make sure that that bloody link pipe goes. I'm going to have to do some measuring, see what's what. Lot to do, not a lot of time to get it done. So, where do I start? I'll dump the oil, I suppose. Right, I really don't care if the oil is cold. Basically, I just need to get it down below this level so I can take the clutch out. So it's all just going to get dumped into the stream bucket that the clutch plates have been soaking in, because all the oil's going straight back in it again anyway. And it's only gone through a few heat cycles. There's going to be absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is a little bit darker, don't care. You can see straight through it, that's fine. Right. I'll let him drain. And whilst that's happening, I'm going to unload the van, I think. I reckon. Right, this, to me, looks an awful lot like the start of a vapour blasting cabinet. I've got some bits of sheet steel and stuff as well. I've got some more sheet down the back there, but the idea is this is going to be turned into another cabinet, which is probably going to go on the end of the bench, so I can turn it lengthways and shove it in and just kind of pull it out and sideways when I actually need it. I'm going to have to relocate the vise, but I wanted to make either like a top or front loader version of it. It's probably going to go with a top loader, so this will be chopped down at an angle and we'll have like a slopey top to it, shove a light in the back of it. All this will be cased in with a slopey bottom, and then it's a case of, you know, holes for gloves and hoses and all that sort of stuff. It's quite chunky stuff as well. I think it's 1.8, so it's going to be good and strong, but obviously an awful lot of work to do to it yet, but that's the start of it. Right, what's next? Right, he's going to have to wait for a minute. The front wheel's stuck. Oh, hello. Mr. Man in his van again, look. Every single time. Right. Whilst I'm waiting, this clutch can come off. What size are you going to be? You got to be one of them, haven't you? You'll do. Happy days. Right then, so that's a new clutch that's gone in. Exactly the same oil that came out of it has gone back into it, because all it's done is gone through a couple of heat cycles. It'd be absolutely fine. So that's all good. Tried the clutch, it all seems to work okay. There are no leaks to it. Haven't started it up, but you know, I'll get to that bit. Right, let's put some of this stuff. Where do you go? Right then. Oh, missed one. So, new clutch has gone in. It's got new springs as well, new gasket, blah blah blah. The old clutch pack wasn't stuck together. So theory says I could have just run with it, but you know, for the sake of, I mean, the other one's been soaking anyway. For the sake of just swapping them over and being sure everything should be okay, because you've got a brand new clutch in there, you know, why wouldn't you? I'll bag the other one up, put loads of oil in it, and he's just sitting on the shelf. I would be confident to stick that in another 600 should I ever need one. And he could just sit in oil for now, so that's fine. So he's all good. He's all buttoned up. We haven't got any leaks, which is peachy. We is basically there. We is ready for dyno. The only thing I haven't done is check my rear tyre pressure. And believe it or not, I haven't got a way of blowing it up in it. I have got a thing, but I haven't got the thing that goes in the end. I need to sort that out. Right, I'm going to have a quick clean up. And then I am going to get that out the back of the van. Right, where's my stuff? Right, we's in. This is going to be the next project. I've already got him here. He is in a bit of a sorry state. It's not a runner, hasn't run in many years, and it lived outside for quite a lot of them as well. So, you know, it's not the best. Some of it is in the bin around the outside, some of it is up there as well. But that's the S-Rad, and I've got some proper plans for him. He is going to become a bit of a daily / test bed / track bike. And as long as I don't crash it and kill it, then it's also going to form the basis of some of the future bikes I'm going to build as well. But we'll get onto that later on. So anyway, the bike is in the back of the van. That was interesting with no brakes, because it's only just long enough to get the bike into, so you can't really hold it on the brakes whilst you just got to do it all in one. But mate, next door, he gave us a hand, so that was all cool. I've put the wish can in there as well. I haven't had time to make up a collar for that GP can. I haven't got time. It is now 11:45. I need to chip off in like 45 minutes, but there's another job that I've got to do on the van as well. So, you know, it is what it is basically. But the wish can is coming with us, so we can try doing a back-to-back and see what the difference is there. And we're just going to get led by Crispy basically. If I can, I want to see how much power it makes on both cans, how noisy it is on both cans, and if we were to run with the setup at the minute, is it a safe setup? So I don't really care about the peak power, as long as we haven't lost anything, and there's no like gaping holes, or it's just like it's going to be horrible to ride or anything else like that. I don't really care. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's all I can say. It's never going to be a performance bike. It's just going to look really good, sound really good, and hopefully go quite well as well. So that's where we are. So I'm down at Crispy's tomorrow at 9:30. Don't know how long I'm going to be down there for. But I need to crack on because there's some other stuff I've got to do. And, you know, I need to get stuff done, basically. Right, I'll be back. Right, I'm back. I just dived into what it's Tuesday, it's dyno day. I'm just diving in here to pick up a few bits and pieces just in case we need to, you know, change anything on wiring or, you know, any of that sort of stuff. Also grab some oil because I've not run it since we did the clutch change and stuff, so I'm not sure if it emptied the oil filter when we dropped all the oil out of it, so we're just going to run it up, let it sit for a minute, check the levels, and then we're all good. But it is freezing cold today, like properly cold. Went out to the van, everything was iced over, so I've had to scrape all that off. All the dog eggs in the garden, they're all frozen solid, which, you know, I mean, it makes it easier to pick them up, I suppose, but it is chilly, which could be a good thing, because if it is dry, because it's not been raining, then there's no moisture in the air, and if it's really cold, the air's denser. That could well make a good dyno run, but we'll see. Right, let's get off to Crispy's. Hopefully he's got the kettle on. Right, so he's back in Crispy's. Crispy's Motorcycles in Plimpton, in Plymouth. He's just getting set up on the dyno. We have just fired it up so we can see it's going. We check the tyre pressures. We do have a few unknowns. I've not had it in gear since we've had it running. So there is a stand button, a stand link, which are wired in and everything else. I'm hoping that's enough for the interlocks, but we'll just have to wait and see. I can't remember if I converted it back to road pattern or if it's still in race pattern. So, you know, you'll find out soon enough. There's lots of little things going on. Essentially, we're just going to give it a run, just a basic run, see what we're doing, and then we're going to start, you know, poking about and seeing what's what. It is a cold, crisp morning. It is totally dry, so we should, you know, be on for quite a good dyno run. But like I say, I'm not particularly bothered about what the big number is. I just want a safe tune that's rideable and reliable and all that other sort of stuff. We'll have a chat with Crispy in a bit anyway. Come on. Fucking loud.